graphics that he has on YouTube. If you want to do that, go to his channel on YouTube. Doesn't it show up that it's streaming on my channel on YouTube too?
I believe so. It should.
I don't know. I'm not sure about the specifics of that.
We got to figure all that stuff out. We're playing with buttons, folks.
I wish they would. I wish the restream thing would just do Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, just all together on one screen. That would be perfect.
I think there's a way you can incorporate that. We just have to figure it out. So, we'll
got time.
Get it there. We will get it there. So we are live on Instagram. We are live on YouTube. And that's about it for right now.
Okay, now both comments. That works.
We've got people popping in. JT coin rings. What's up? I'm actually wearing one of the coin rings that I have. God bless you and your family. Welcome. I want to thank everybody for tuning in. You're probably going to hear music and noises and people. It's going to be a very fun evening tonight, because today what we're going to talk a little bit about is the purpose not only of this channel. We're going to talk a lot about the 2020 Ring Challenge. For those who do not know me, shame on you. No, shame on me for not getting a chance to get to know you. I'm Charlie Mack from Brooklyn, New York.
I'm Boxy.
We got my tag information there. Charlie Mack NYC BKLYN. Could the name get any longer? I'm from Brooklyn, if you didn't know. It's up there on the wall. We are going to talk about the 2020 Ring Challenge. And we're going to talk a little bit about, how this all got put together, whose bright idea was this, because it wasn't just mine. It was a collaboration between someone I had on the channel not too long ago. Great guy, really great human being. Adam Boxy's in the house. Look at him. There he is. So professional. So you and I did a live together, but just introduce yourself so people get a chance to get to know who you are and where you're from and what you are all about, my friend.
I'm Boxy. Most people just call me Adam. Actually, I got that reversed.
Yeah.
I do metal work. I started out as a stacker kind of coin collector, and then just ventured into doing crazier and crazier stuff. And now I'm trying to push into the jewelry market and work with rings more. It's definitely a learning process. But we put together the Ring Challenge, hoping that it would kind of take people who are experienced and people who are brand new and lump them together, and everybody can learn from each other and make some cool stuff. Very,
very nice. I don't create anything because I would burn the apartment down, so I don't do any burning or anything like that. Into buying jewelry every once in a while. I'm not really a big jewelry person, but I do like to support the community. But yeah, listen, you got to buy and help each other out. Think I just made you small. Uh-oh. Adam, where did you go?
Oh, I'm still here.
There you are. Now you folks get double trouble. You get the both of us together. So I'm Charlie Mack. That is Boxy. Great guy to know. We did an interview a while back, and that was kind of the beginning stages of my channel. I want to get a chance to know all of the people that are creating, crafting all these different things, not just coins, but jewelry, other artwork as well, poured silver. There's a couple of people who do stained glass, so there's a lot of creative people in here. Everybody's got their own little specialty, their own little niche. So throughout the live, if you are here now, feel free to ask any questions. Just type them in the comments. I will pin them to the board. Everybody can see them, and then we'll answer them. If you happen to watch this later on, after we are live, we will definitely get back to you. So please, by all means, throw some comments in there. Like, share, subscribe, do all of the cool things that those kids.
And I'll try and make sure to look back and forth so I can read off any comments that are on Instagram.
So yeah, you've got like double duty today. You've got Instagram.
So
you're looking like that way.
Doing stuff. That's what.
Yeah, folks, if you see him doing this, he's not paranoid. He's just, he's looking out for all the comments. He's trying to grab them.
Slightly.
So we got a couple people here in the chat. JT Coin Rings, hello, what is up? Boxy, got a good comment for you already. They love your work.
Thank you. I was actually just working not long ago, right before I came on. It's another one of those flowers.
Those are so popular. I was glad I had a chance to pop in your live on Friday to watch you make some of them. A lot of work that goes into the.
Was that when I was sitting there hammering at the bench?
I came in like right after. I was like, stop, bang it, please.
I looked over at my screen and I'd see people pop in, realizing I was just beating the crud out of something, and leave immediately.
So I got one of these pop-ups that they wanted to ask you a specific question. What role do you have in your family? Are you the black sheep, family comedian, perfect child? Who are you?
Perfect child.
Perfect child.
I was the third and last child, so I was the one that they had forgotten about. They'd just kind of lose track of me, but they wouldn't notice, and it worked out in my advantage.
Nice. They just left you alone. Do your own thing. No bumps, no bruises. Leave them be.
Focus on my brother and sister, and I would be left to do whatever I wanted. We had a huge garden, like about an acre or two behind our house. I'd just disappear into it.
Awesome. How many brothers and sisters do you have?
Just one brother and one sister.
I've got one sister. That's Laura Mack, the better half of Brooklyn. Laura Mack owns
online.
Park Slope Popped. A lot of good popcorn that she makes. I try to get some on the arm, but she charges me as well. She's smart. She knows.
What's up, Spartan? And what's up, Tama? On Instagram?
Spartan on the Instagram. It's so funny because it's like, you got your comments on Instagram. I got mine on YouTube. This is the thing. We're bringing people together.
Yeah, it works. I am so glad that I unplugged that landline because I just heard it ring in the other room.
Busy. So let's get down to the brass tacks, my friend. Bounce this idea off of each other. This was something that you really drove forward.
I absolutely blame you. You were the one that mentioned it. They were like, hey, what if we did some type of collaboration challenge or something like that? And I think I mentioned rings or jewelry or something like that we would be able to branch out from just the poor artists to being just jewelry makers in general, be able to come together and compete in. And then it just kind of got some steam and we got going with it.
Yeah. And, I think about it now. When we did our live interview, it was only a couple of months ago, if I'm not mistaken.
It wasn't long ago.
And literally just, kind of throwing ideas to the wall, see what sticks. And then boom, boom, boom. 2022 is here. We said, hey, you know what? Let's do it. There's so much negativity out in the world right now. A lot of people.
That was one of the main things that was kind of fueling me, was like, everybody just seems like they're going nuts right now and focusing on all the stuff they shouldn't. Maybe we should try and do something to give them something fun to focus on, like something to do. Get back to normal life.
And it's funny because I got the list of names here. I literally hand wrote them all down. I gotta say, I was very surprised. I knew it would be a good group that gets in right away. I figured we would get maybe like 6, 7, 8 people.
That was what I was kind of thinking, and then we started getting some larger and larger names and people joining, and I think at the end, like probably Monday or Tuesday, I'll have to think about starting to close the challenge and have a solid list of people who are competing and go from there.
I was just about to say that too. Like, we do have a good solid list of people that have confirmed that are definitely in, some big names, and some beginners. And that's one of the cool things too is, if you're in the group chat, you kind of know already how much stuff has been going on in the group chat. So including myself, like I don't craft, I'm not a, crafty kind of person. I'm not a builder, but even like I want to get in this now. Like I want to start building a coin ring, which I'm going to kind of get into, but I was surprised. We got almost 24 names. As soon as we put this up, we got 24 names of really, really talented people. I knew
there was a certain size we were going to have to cap it at, just because the size of the group chat, and I didn't want to try and run 2 group chats at once because we would have had to capped it at that anyways.
Oh, you know me because I run
No.
17 groups of chats with all 30 people.
Nope, I'm not that talented or social.
With Tommy stacking NYC, and it's funny because it's really his thing. I just kind of manage the group chat, and everyone's like, "You're the principal." I'm like, "Shut up! Stop typing. There's too much going on." But in this chat room, chat is totally encouraged because there's so many resources, which you're going to share with us as well. And just so you all know, it's going to be in the description. Resources, information, places to buy things. A couple of people also helped us up with some discounts, so God bless you. Thank you very much. But once again, the ring challenge, really, really cool. A good way just to bring people together. So great idea. Thank you so much, Adam, for helping manage it. You really are
it's been a blast. On it, I love doing stuff like putting together lists and stuff like that, which seems weird. I like doing that. It's something to occupy my time when I'd normally just be sitting around doing nothing. And hello to Albania. We're here in the U.S.
Is that Albanian Eagle?
No, coins over the world. We're doing a dual stream on YouTube and Instagram, so I'm kind of back and forth. Charlie Mack is the person on YouTube, the voice that you're hearing.
It's funny because I like Plague's comment. I'm sitting here laughing. I have my phone under me. I am paying attention, so I don't want you to think I'm like looking down because I'm actually texting a couple of people.
I'm doing the same.
So I'm going to talk about this later, but since I got caught being on the phone, I reached out to, and this was all this morning and late last night. I tried to reach out to my local jewelry shops, blacksmiths, places who do smithing classes, and they were like, "Yeah, damn, I wish you would have told me earlier about this because I wanted to get on." So we are going to expand on this. There's going to be a lot more fun resources in here.
And that's part of the reason that deadline was so far out, because a bunch of them could create a ring in a week or two, maybe a month. But I figured if we pushed the deadline up to a couple months, that not only would they have time to grow and expand on their ideas, we would be able to do the same with the competition. So,
and pretty cool. I'm going to kind of list all of the names that have confirmed, but some of the people have already shown me their finished product. I tried not to put that in this video later on, so hopefully we'll leave that a little bit later. But people are creative. I mean, it's amazing.
Hey, Pops on
we got
Instagram.
Everybody knows Pops. Mooney Tucker, we love you. So I always say come join us on YouTube, but we're doing both of them today because that's how cool and fun this is going to be.
Yeah, we'll get better at that part of it. Dual stream. I kind of feel bad because all I have is some lumps of sterling. I have not thought of a design. I have not, but that's usually how I make stuff. So.
Tell you right now, I'm going to tell you right now, my prediction, I'm going to win this because I have a ring that I put in there, which you guys will see.
Be the wild card.
I am the wild card. Absolutely. So we talked about, how we got this started. We'll talk a little bit about how we are putting information out so people kind of know where to get the most information. So like with me, I figured let me just create this video so we have a beginning template, but a lot of the information is going to be posted in one area. So why don't you cover that a little bit for everybody?
Yeah. Are you just talking about like the resources and stuff that we're going to put together and all the different things we're going to try and, because I wanted to make it a multimedia, cross-platform contest, and we'll eventually start doing discussion posts, and I'll probably try and do, I don't like this posts because you can't get pressable links on them. You just have to link it, and it's text, and that's people like easy stuff. They like being able to just press on something. So I may link the links for any of the discussion posts in a story. I don't know. And I've got, you've seen it, the ridiculously sized list of resources, participant links. I can't send it on Instagram because it fills the message up and you have to send it in separate messages. So that's going to help a lot too.
So I think that group chat is really helpful. And I agree too, because stuff kind of gets lost, and we're still feeling this out. As soon as someone new joins, we're posting all of like the previous information. I went through the same growing pains, in my group chats.
Well, and a lot of that stuff I reshare if somebody new joins the challenge. I just got copied into my notes, so when we get this posted and we can add the introduction and welcome and all that, we can add that below the video and make it easier for somebody. So we just link the video and be like, read the description.
Absolutely. So exactly, yeah. Click on this link, you'll get all the information you need. The other thing too, which I think was very important, like I'm new, I do kind of want to get started and make a coin ring. I want to be able to have the links in the description of this video, just so people can boom, click on it. I'm gonna pick this up and I'm gonna get cracking.
I don't know if he's still in here, but yes, he is. Tim, Trailertrash, Mobile Metalsmith. When I was first learning how to solder and I didn't have any idea about what all I needed to get started, he just shared a short list of things that would help me get started. It was perfect, and having that helps a lot. So hopefully we can kind of do the same thing on wherever we put it, but it'll work.
Yeah. I think like I said, I know from what you gave me, like that's a good start, but I know that you have more. I'm going to put them in the description here, because I did comb through it to kind of try and find my like beginner set, which I'll probably buy on Amazon. So it's a fairly decent price, and it's pretty easy to get into. But you got the goodies, right?
Amazon. A lot of my bench is either from Amazon or from those.
Oh, my buddy JT Coin Ring says it's addictive. It is addictive.
It really is. Well, and the one good thing is when you get to a spot where, there we go. When you get to a spot where you're making some sort of money back from the things that you make, you can take all the money that you're making from that instead of having to share or like spend your money from your day job or whatever on it and invest it back in business and get tools.
Joking around, like those who know me know I've pretty much always had 2 jobs all of my life, and I always have found ways to work with additional clients. I like that part because I make all of my jobs kind of tie into each other. Yep. But if I buy something, right, and I like the hobby and I'm able to monetize it, I have no problem doing a giveaway to help someone else get started as well. Because what I've seen so far, some really cool rings right out the gate, and it does look very addicting.
Yeah, I've actually got I've even got some coin rings and whatnot. It's a growing market. I know I joined TikTok, which was a little weird for me. I'm not used to the social media aspect of stuff. And I noticed that coin ring makers and whatnot are really growing on that app. They do lives, and they just grow massively. So it's definitely a huge market.
Port Silver says he didn't even get started. It's okay, man. You got plenty of time.
Plenty of time. You got plenty of time. You've got months.
So I kind of want to get into like the basics, because I know some people may still want to join us in this challenge, which is great. We're more than happy to have you. But what are just some like basic things someone can use to get started to make a ring?
I don't have any of the stuff out in my garage, but that's more the torches and stuff like that you would need for actually pouring metal and whatnot. But just a few of the basics. Absolutely have to have a ring mandrel. That for sizing rings, I'm trying to gauge the size of rings without a ring mandrel is just not easy. You can't do that. I mean, you can. It's just not. It helps with shaping them and all that. That's one of the first things I got. Some hammers. Just you can get an assortment. I've got a ridiculously large amount of just ripped hammers, and not all of them meant for ring making. You can alter them to whatever style you need. Aside from that, just pliers, things you can. I buy pliers. That's my addiction. JT was talking about addiction. I went to Home Depot today and came home with 2 new pliers. Didn't need them, but I still got them.
But you got them.
Yeah. Beyond that, soldering. If you were planning on starting with just a bar and bending it into a loop and bringing the 2 ends together, you will have to learn some sort of soldering unless you're just doing an open band ring, which some people do. The fork and spoon rings you see, I think we have somebody in our comp, Kelle's rings. She does open band rings. And then you can do sandpaper and these little things, just sandpaper it till it's as smooth as you can get, use a buffing block, and polish it. But then if you're wanting to go beyond that and get a little bit more professional, I've just got a Dremel flex shaft, and you can use whatever type of rotary tool bit you want on that.
Nice.
And honestly, that's what I started out with mostly. I mean, there's all kinds of ridiculous stuff I have now, like a tapping block. Just Tim was showing this on his earlier. These things are awesome.
Cool.
And torches. You always need fire. Fire is essential.
You know, it's funny. I want to say on average, you know, some of the stuff that I looked at to get started, you'll spend probably around $100, maybe even less. Like, you know, if you're not going for anything crazy or high end, so pretty easy hobby to get into when you get lost in it.
I think for the basic amount, you're only going to spend around a couple hundred just to get the tools and stuff you need to get started.
I figured I could probably grab like a 1921 peace dollar, and that could be my first coin.
For your coin ring ones, you are going to need some extra equipment. You're going to need some way to knock out the center. A disc cutter, maybe. That's
right. Yeah, I'm going to need that. Duh. I'm just going to get, a 1921 piece dollar. And I'm going to see the numismatic people go absolutely crazy in the comments. They're like, Charlie, if you touch that thing, I'm going to break your hands.
Don't worry. I've done some pretty monumentally stupid things with silver before where people are like, you melted that.
I got, so when I was purchasing rings, like I didn't know my size either. So you talked about your piece of equipment too. I was actually lucky enough to get these from RL Coin Rings, my good friend Rob. He sent me the plastic one first so I can kind of size up my finger because he wanted to make something custom, which I was like, all right, cool, it's great. One thing I would say,
definitely a plus.
Ask around, folks. Like if you're looking to get into this, if you're new, there's a lot of helpful people, especially the people in this challenge. Everybody that I've seen and talked to, very, very helpful.
Absolutely. I love that everybody, because some people feel like that, oh, it's like a trade secret. You don't share, otherwise there's going to be people who will, grow over you or whatever. I don't care about any of that, but I like that everybody in the challenge has been very open with their knowledge, willing to share and help the people who are new. I'm still pretty new to ring making. I've loved rings forever. I've got a ton of them, but as far as making them, I've only been making them maybe a year and a half now. So, and that's just dinking around with, like, I'd get a ring, I'd stick it on the mandrel and sitting there and hammer it until I could turn it into something different. Just learning.
I got one, actually my very first coin ring. I thought this was actually pretty cool. I got a 1941 walking Liberty piece.
Oh, nice.
From JT Coin Rings. I was like the first coin ring that I had. I was like, oh, this is pretty cool. And I kind of went down that rabbit hole of just, getting some different coin rings. Great to have your birth year on one of them, depending on the type of coin. A lot of history too. I joked around about the peace dollar, but Morgan dollar rings, I mean, those are beautiful. I've seen people do the Aztec.
I really like watching JT's videos on Instagram. They're one of the ones that I'll just kind of sit down and let it play over while I'm working. I like making that ring for you, Pops. I think that was that the weave ring? I think I may have done that. May have been my first braid ring. I really liked that one.
I've seen so many cool ideas of people of like what they're doing. So I figured, what, let's kind of get into the who's who, who's going to be joining us, who's already confirmed, who is in this challenge. So folks that are on Instagram, if you pop over to YouTube now, you'll kind of see the video as we watch. So let's get into the who's who of this challenge.
Okay.
Adam,
Yeah.
this is like the old TV show. This is your life. Are you ready?
Yeah.
See rings. How many rings do I see? Stick around and find out. It's the 2022 Ring Challenge.
Hi, my name's Adam. Most people call me Boxy because my Instagram handle is Boxy Metalworks. I've been a coin collector since I was a young kid, but as about 2019 is when I really started doing the bullion collecting and scrap jewelry collecting. I wanted to join this competition and host it so that I could build on the skills that I have and try new things. Thanks.
What's good? Tim Chipkin here. My friends call me Trash. Anyway, I'm out in New Mexico right now. I travel full time. I live in my RV with my dog Gemma. That's her right there. Say hi, Gemma. What's up, dog? Anywho, just a quick shout out. I'm going to be doing some Pac-Man rings. Several of them. I don't know if you've seen them or not. But,
Hey, what's up? My name is Darrell Williams. My IG handle is Third Eye Junction. I've been stacking precious metals since I was a young kid, collecting coins with my stepdad, but seriously started collecting in 2015 from all the IG pour artists. Wild Pig Pours was one of my first purchases. Ever since then, I've been hooked. I'm from the state of Madison, Wisconsin. The reason why I got into the Ring Challenge was just something to push myself. I've been doing wire wrapping for about 2 years now, so I like competition, so that's another reason why I wanted to join, and also to see what other people are coming up with to create. I'm not in it for any prize or anything. It's just something to push myself and see where I'm at. And that's about it. Thank you for letting me join the Ring Challenge of 2022. I hope we keep on doing this. This is a pretty cool event. So good luck to everyone, and thanks again.
Oh, what is up, you guys? My name is Kelle and I'm from Utah. I started Kelle's Rings in May of 2021, kind of because I love rings, and I saw a lot of other creators making them and decided that I could totally make them by myself. So that's kind of what kickstarted my company, and then as of the last 2 months, I did expand to gemstone rings because it gives me a lot more creative freedom. So I'm really looking forward to doing this challenge, and we'll probably be leaning a little bit more towards gemstones because, like I said, it has a lot more creative freedom. But I am super pumped to see what all the other creators create and the rings that they come up with. But for now, that is it, and I hope you guys have a good one. Peace out.
Hey, this is DW. I'm here at my shop. Just gonna give you a little video of what's going on around here. I've been doing this for, I don't know, 35 years or so. I make jewelry, do some engraving, do my wax work over here. This is where the girlfriend paints. I have enamel in here. Don't use that near enough. That's about it. I'm going to do the 2022 ring challenge and see how that works out. I'll get a shot of myself here. Okay. Later.
Hey everyone, my name is Reed. I'm from Orange County, California, and I've been stacking and collecting precious metals for 3 years now. And the last year I've been trying my hand at investment casting, and it's a ton of fun. But this year I'm going to start trying to branch out into more things like ring making. So I'm excited for this ring challenge, and good luck to everyone involved.
Hello, Rob with RL Coin Rings here, coming at you from my garage. I'll give a shout out to Charlie McBrooklyn, Boxy Precious Metals, putting together a hashtag 22 ring challenge. Getting a bunch of handcrafters in the community, silversmiths and whatnot, coin ring makers, and putting together a challenge to see some beautiful works of art. I can't wait. I got into this out of a challenge from my sister to make something for each other for Christmas years ago, and it's blossomed into, just a nice hobby for me, and it's therapeutic. I enjoy it. I pour myself in every piece, and it's like making fire. I did that. So it's kind of cool. If you want to check it out, follow, subscribe to Charlie McBrooklyn and Boxy Precious Metals, and follow that hashtag 22 ring challenge. See what happens. Later.
Hey everybody, my name is Greg, also known as Silverstackaholic in the Instagram and online communities. I hail from California, out by San Francisco in the Bay Area region. Why do I want to be in the ring challenge? Well, I don't make rings. I thought, boy, it's a challenge. Let's try. And I see a lot of other folks in the space are giving it a whirl as well, so I figure, hey, why not give it a chance and see how I do. So I appreciate being included and looking forward to seeing what everybody else comes up with.
What's up everybody? My name is Cody from Silent Metals Limited. I started stacking about 5 years ago. Started pouring metal 2019. Got into the ring challenge because I thought it'd be a great opportunity to learn from some experienced ring makers and some other silver pourers. So can't wait to see what everybody comes up with.
Hey, I'm Bobby. I represent Aragon Designs LTD. First generation silversmith. I've been stacking ever since I can remember. Been silversmithing ever since 2020. Father, husband. We also got one on the way in March, so we're super excited about that. One of my favorite parts about creating and designing from scratch is basically each piece has the opportunity to create a meaningful relationship with the owner and also lasting memories. I can't wait to show you guys what I've been cooking up for the 2022 Ring Challenge. Thank you CMac and Boxy Metalworks for putting on the show. See you guys at the finish line.
What's up guys, Johnny here, otherwise known as the Gold Spartan, here in the great state of Texas. Started stacking about maybe 3 to 4 years ago, started pouring about 2 to 3 years ago, and I got into the ring challenge because I've always wanted to jump into rings, but there's obviously a learning curve and extra equipment, and I thought this would be a good opportunity to give it a shot.
Charlie Mac here. I think most of you know me. You know I'm gonna win because I already show the ring, the final ring to win this challenge. Sour cherry, it's pretty good. Absolutely. Thanks for tuning in. It's gonna be really fun, this challenge in 2022, a great way to bring people together. This is not the final prize. It's my treat. Spread love is the Brooklyn way.
Let's get this challenge going on. Oh, wait,
right.
who's that? Whoa. Bonus footage.
There's more than one. This must be the 2022 Ring Challenge.
Let me know if the audio on YouTube is too loud for you guys on Instagram.
There you have it, folks. Putting this together for all of you. Hope you enjoy. We've got a lot of cool people in there. A lot of new people making rings. A lot of seasoned veterans. Everybody's helping out each other. So if you're new and you want to get in, there is still some time. But what you have to do is reach out to Boxy right over there. We are going to have a hashtag. We'll talk a little bit about this real quick. Very important, folks. If you're in this ring challenge, please use this hashtag. This way we can kind of document all of the pictures and creative processes from everybody. It is 2022 Ring Challenge because people can go and see, and then we'll have a place we can go back and look at it. Maybe we'll do this again next year. Very, very important. Got a question.
Yeah.
Actually, I got 2 questions for you, brother. Let me know when you are ready.
Yeah.
So, right, we got the hashtag 2022 Ring Challenge. I got a question for you, and even the people, they can answer these in the comments. But the first one I'd like to know, what's the coolest ring in TV or film?
Oh, I'll probably have to go with Lord of the Rings just because it's in the title.
Yeah, I would have to say for me, I was always a big fan of The Crow, so I like the rings in The Crow with Eric Draven. Meant a lot to him.
YouTube on Charlie Mac's channel.
Really, really cool stuff. But Lord of the Rings, definitely. Now there was more than one ring. There was one ring to rule them all, but there were plenty of others. So let me know, folks. What do you think is the coolest ring in TV or film? Let's how people get in there. Silverakula Vlad, what's up? Everybody's in the chat. I'm like going over the same thing
I've
you are now.
got, let's see who I've got. I've got Thrasher and Pops on Instagram. So
Nice.
yeah,
I got all the YouTube comments. You got all of the IG comments.
well, and most people poke their head in. They're like, "What the heck? Boxy's live?"
You know, you were talking about this on Friday night, where you started to kind of come out of your shell, if you will, right? You really weren't a social media
Trying
person.
to.
And that was one of the things too, as I bugged everybody, and everybody's going to say that, damn, that guy Charlie didn't leave me alone. The reason is a lot of creative people. I really just wanted to get some of the stuff out, because sometimes people don't know, how creative they are, or how much they inspire people as well. Like I said, I'm not a ring maker, but what I see some of these people do is just amazing. So I want to help promote and push their stuff out there as well.
Thanks,
Because I have no problem acting the fool.
Yeah, well, and some of it's not even about creativity. Hard work will go a long ways in this stuff. If you just practice over and over and over, the hard work you put in shows over time for sure.
And I always try to be mindful, and I always try to be respectful, when I'm putting the stuff together, because I know sometimes people don't want to show their face, which is totally fine. When I saw you for the first time, you had that big box, which is hilarious. And someone else, as they did their video, they put the box on being you, which I thought was pretty funny.
Yep.
When I saw Tim's stuff, I was blown away, because he's like, "Hey, my name's Tim. People call me Trash." I'm like, "Wait, I don't want to call you Trash. Like, that's not cool." He's like, "Nah, don't worry, man.
It took me a second to get used to that.
Like,
man, I can't call you Trash.
Hey, listen, you say that to someone from Brooklyn, you're gonna get slapped in the throat,
Right.
So, so many cool people and so many different personalities. It's nice that we have people all over the United States taking part in this.
And there's just such a wide variety of like different makers, different smiths, different, everybody has their own specialty, and now they're taking that specialty and putting it into ring making. So I think it will make all the rings different, and actually make it a really good challenge, because no two ring is going to be similar. There's going to be just all kinds of different designs.
Yeah, it's funny, because Vlad saying, he doesn't remember any rings from movies. Everybody says The Lord of the Rings, because you think of that right away. I just thought of like one of my favorite movies, The Crow. Like, The Ring represented so much, to Eric Draven. It was a great movie.
Aragon said the mummy on
yeah.
Yep, those were some great rings too.
A great movie too.
So, I was going to say I watch it a lot. It's on all the time, like Harry Potter.
I grew up working in a movie theater, so I probably have seen like tons of movies from the 90s hundreds of times over. Then I worked in Blockbuster. I managed that. Then a Hollywood Video. So I was always around movies. Yep. So that stuff, easy question from me. Imhotep did have some pretty cool rings. The next question, and I'm going to leave this to everybody. So everybody give me an answer. What is the best use of ring in a song? I definitely know what mine is.
I think what is one that sticks out to me, Johnny Cash, Ring of Fire. That one just automatically, you think ring, and it may not even be a physical ring. But
just the Ring of
that
Fire.
One's the one that just kind of sticks out. You're like, ring, Johnny Cash. All right.
Great song. Can't go wrong.
Yep.
I would say, back in the day, ring my bell, ring my bell. And I know someone's gonna wind up probably typing it with Beyonce. Put a ring on it. I know someone's gonna say that. So, folks, let me know what you think in the comments. Coolest ring in TV or film. Best use of ring in a song. Make sure you follow the hashtag listed below. 2022 Ring Challenge. You get to see all of the progress as we go. Plus, it'll be something cool we can look back in a year from now, like, hey, what did we do? When did we do it?
Yeah.
Now that I think about it, while I'm here with you, I should snap a picture and add that to that as well. So everyone smile for the trees. Virtual fun.
That's great.
I'm gonna leave this one in your court, my friend. So we have an official post up, right?
Yes.
We kind of have a deadline. How about you tell people about the deadline and what we got going on?
Well, when we started, I couldn't decide, is this going to be a quick thing? Do we want to just knock it out? And because I know everybody has a busy schedule. And so I pushed it back, a month or two. And the more I got to talking with people on what would be an actual viable deadline for everybody, April just seemed plausible. And like they would have plenty of time to do what they're doing, work or, other commissions, because I know I've got other commissions. And April came, and April 1st, I couldn't resist. April Fools. So there it is. And we did ask in the group chat if we needed to extend that deadline to make everybody feel comfortable making rings and whatnot. And they seemed good with the April deadline, so I think we'll probably keep it.
Cool. And once again, I'm going to put your info up there at the bottom so people can find you. Because I forgot you did change it. It's not precious metals anymore.
Yeah, I don't know why. I just thought that if I was going to actually ever make an LLC and license it, I thought Boxy Metalworks sounded a little better, rolled off the tongue better than Boxy's Precious Metals. Shorter too.
Very true. And for me, folks, I think you have it by now. You can always comment here in the YouTube channel, but Charlie Mac, NYC BKLYN. You got me.
You guys on Instagram.
You've got Adam over there. I know you're tapping both, which we're trying to get everybody. We literally are. We are talking behind the scenes. We're going over stuff 3-4 times a day.
I've been contacting people that I normally wouldn't. Like I'll occasionally talk to them, but like I don't know how to say it. It's either Pepe's. I say it Pepe's because saying Pepe's Tools is just weird.
Yes.
But I contacted them. I doubted, but it was a long shot. But it's one of those you miss all the shots you don't take type things. I contacted a couple other larger accounts that I thought might enjoy joining because they're very creative, but I got left on scene, which is that's fine. That happens.
One thing I tell everybody, you're absolutely right. Listen, take a shot. You never know. If someone says no, I'm not interested. No big deal.
No biggie.
But if you don't ask, you don't know, and it's okay. And you never know. It just takes putting yourself out there, putting your product and your content out there for someone to see it, and it'll take off like wildfire. And I promise you, I will back you 100% when I can, because I want you guys and gals to succeed as well. And now something that was kind of shocking to me too. I didn't know how many female makers there are that are really, really into this and some really, really good stuff. I'm not gonna lie, I seen 2 pieces already. Kelle's Rings make some really good stuff, and Kelly Graham Official has some pretty cool stuff.
Oh yeah, she's incredibly talented. I've always enjoyed watching her stuff on Instagram, and I met that Kelle's Rings a while back, and she was just starting out, and now I've noticed she's grown into not just making the fork and spoon ring. She started soldering and doing stones and stuff like that. So already she's growing.
The amount of different rings is going to be really interesting as well.
Yeah. Oh, we literally have, I think, every type of ring maker joining that you could think of.
Yeah, Beady-eyed Bunny has got some really cool stuff too. I really like the colorful stuff as well, because it really like shines and pops. I thought Tim's ghost rings were amazing too, from what I've seen.
I love all of Tim's work. He does great stuff.
But it's cool, and it's like I said, like, because I see the chat kind of like behind the scenes. Not everybody else has been able to see that yet, but everybody really is just feeding off of one another. Like, hey, that's cool. Why don't you try this?
I've noticed. I like that.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody just seems to. It's never. It's competitive, but at the same time, it's not the negative, like, I'm not going to work with you because I want to win type thing. It's everybody's wanting to see everybody's best work put forward, and that'll make it a true challenge. So I like that. That's definitely made me happy about the whole thing.
I know we kind of talked about this on the side, kind of having like a prize at the end, but I think everybody has kind of said, they're doing this not really to be in a competition against someone else, but to kind of challenge themselves and put their best
Yep.
work out there, which is
That
cool.
was absolutely what motivated me to do it, because I've made a couple rings. I've made a lot of simple, no gemstone, just try to make the metal the star of the ring. But I'd like to, work into the more traditional rings.
Mhm.
Take it easy, JT.
It's funny as my little pal is trying to get in the video. Do you want to help make rings, kiddo?
I am surprised that one of them hasn't, because I've just got my door closed. That one of my fuzzy friends has not come and knock on the door, because mine are pretty intrusive. They'll beat on it until you let them in.
And she knows too. It's like, it's feeding time, Papa. Let's go. You got to make a ring first, and then I'll go feed you. How about that?
Yep.
But yeah, if anybody can make a ring with a bulldog head on it, it's already sold. You let me know.
Maybe someday. I need to get better at the carving.
So I think Greg Silverstackaholic, he mentioned doing some kind of printing where he can kind of, I guess, get like a mold off of that for like the top. Like I said, the ideas are really endless with all of you crazy characters in here. I can't wait to see.
Well, and the great thing is you got people who investment cast and can make the incredible things. They like things I would never even dream of making, just because I'm a little limited from that. But the investment cast, man, those are great. They can make just insane stuff. They can even cast a stone setting, just cast it and then set the stone in it. And yeah, I'd love to do that someday, but miles away from that.
It's just like, learning a new skill.
Absolutely.
I would love to see, I believe Silverakula is in here. I would love to see him do one of his like bonsai trees as a ring. Like just make up something really cool.
Great minds think alike.
Cold-Blooded, I am sure, is going to make some pretty cool stuff as well. I'm wondering if he's going to do something like cat related, since he owns his cat cafe.
Yeah, I was kind of wondering about that too.
So it's cool. Like we all want to see each other do well, and we all kind of want to see each other's piece already. Cannot wait. Cannot wait to see the final.
Making, the flowers that I do.
Yes.
I thought about trying to make a miniature version and just soldering it to a kind of ornate band or something. That was one of my ideas, and then I thought about how much I didn't want to do that.
I jokingly, I didn't want to tell you. I was like, that would be pretty cool. Or I figured you would do some kind of like box as a ring.
Yeah, I actually saw one the other day, because when I'm laying here in bed, just like everybody these days, can't sleep because there's just mine's going miles per minute, and they had these awesome. It was like stacked square rings, and they soldered just a little band in between them all. Oh, it was beautiful.
Sheffy, what's up, man? What's going on?
Hey, what's up, Sheffy? Hey, what's up, Neffa? Or Neffa?
Still got people coming in. That's, like I said, that's one of the cool things is everybody's built up a pretty good relationship with each other on like the coin side. There's a lot of other cool, crafty people in here as well.
Yeah, we kind of it started out because I had known some of the jewelry side of people who aren't even really into stacking, which maybe we created some new stackers this way. I like the name Nepa. Nepa's over on Instagram.
Napa, wait. On YouTube. I need the views on YouTube. What are you doing, huh?
But yeah, I've just had a blast. So even putting it together has been a blast. It's I'm enjoying it, and I'm hoping everybody else is too.
Total labor of love, and that's one of the things I think you and I are both cognizant of. That like just people, they have jobs, they've got families, they've got kids, they've got pets. People have other things going on. But we do want to kind of put a deadline to it. I kind of said let's leave it open to summer. You're like no.
Yeah,
said that.
Well, and that's why I wanted to ask. I'm like, nah. Some people will feel like it's too long because they've already cranked out, like Tim has created 8 rings so far. I've just all of them. Oh, there he is. Nefa joined on here. But
thanks,
that's
Brett.
The beauty of it, because I'll probably create multiple rings mainly for the workshops, because I'll already have like I've already got a band that I made a bit ago that I can just solder together and make a cool ring, quick. But it won't be what I'm going to enter in for the challenge.
Now it's pretty funny because I'm like, I have a cool dragon head that I like. Maybe I can like chop this off and somebody will put this on a ring or something. I don't know.
You'd be surprised. People can do some crazy stuff.
Yeah, and I think a handful of the people, they do other jewelry as well. I've seen them do earrings and pendants and necklaces.
That I was thinking, since rings are the form of jewelry, maybe next challenge we could do cuff bracelets, or I probably not going to do chains because I can't make chains yet, at least not good ones. I tried.
You'll have people making chainmail, getting ready to go to the Ren Fair.
Yeah.
Why not? Rolling in with some armor, that'd be pretty cool.
Yeah, that's something I want to learn eventually, though, is making my own chains, the Cuban link, of course, and stuff like that.
I've watched some of those videos on the Cuban links, and it looks so intense to make them.
Yep. A lot of the stuff is, it's like Pac-Man forever.
Pac-Man's rings. Did he paint them, or are they all silver?
I think they're all silver.
I hope, and I'm pretty sure he will make another set, and then he like paints them. That'd be pretty funny.
Yeah, I'm sure after this whole challenge, the amount of people who are making multiple rings are just going to have a huge ring sale.
Yeah. 2022 final ring sale at the end of the year. Yeah. I want to thank you for helping really put this together. I'm just a goofball bringing people together, but you really, took this and ran with it. It was a great idea.
It's been fun.
I've had a lot of fun. What do you want to say to the people before we cut out? It's crazy to think like an hour's almost passed, like how fast today has gone.
Yeah, wow, it really has. I got to work and then ran to the hardware store, and then I was like, oh, it's time to do the live stream already. All right. No, I just want to make the competition open and welcoming to anybody who wants to join, even if it's like, I'm going to make a wood ring, drill a hole in a piece of wood and carve it and make a wood ring. That's still a ring. Doesn't matter.
Yeah.
I just want it to be open and welcoming and fun and kind of informative, not just for the people in the challenge, because I did have a few people who had messaged me and said, hey, I don't really want to join the competition, too nervous, don't have the equipment or skills yet, but I'd like to watch along and learn stuff from it so I eventually can. And I just absolutely, I'll send you messages and notifications of lives and stuff to join. So
that's important too.
Yep. Yeah. I love it so far.
That really is, true, because I know some people, they were interested, but they were like, I don't want to really display anything because I'm not at like that level yet. We don't want anybody to feel nervous or, unsure.
Nope.
Like I said, no matter what you make, it's your creation. You love it no matter what you make, and you learn other skills, and other people will definitely help you. And that's, I think, one important thing too that you mentioned. It's not just silver, because I don't want people to get hung up where it has to be a silver ring.
It's everything that you want to include it. Make it those titanium rings that they make on the lathe, and then use the resins for the crystals. While I don't make those or anything like that, still a ring and is absolutely welcome.
Still counts.
Yep.
My candy ring, does that count?
Yep, sure.
Sour cherry? Yes.
Who was it? Somebody had commented on one of them, and I said, oh, they said, oh, I've always wanted to make a ring. I said, well, you're more than welcome to join if you want. And he said, well, I could use a twist tie and make a ring. I said, hey, it's a ring.
It'll work. Get a twist tie, glue something on top of that. It'll work.
Yeah.
Absolutely. I appreciate it. My ring, unfortunately, is not going to make the challenge. I ate that sucker as soon as I opened it up. It's delicious. Sour cherry candy.
That reminds me of that Deadpool one. Like, where were you hiding that?
My prison pocket. Folks, make sure you check out Boxy. Make sure you check out me. Follow that hashtag down there.
Yep, and I'll try to post more stuff about it. And I do a lot of stories because it seems like my stories are more popular. People interact with them more than they do my posts most times, which is weird because that seems backwards to me.
Well, that's Instagram. And it's funny, actually, that's a whole nother segment on how the social media like pumps out stuff. Like reels are big on Instagram. I've been finding
Well,
the YouTube
huge.
shorts are popular here.
They are. I think they're trying to compete with TikTok.
Yes.
I think that's part of it.
Um,
And well, and I know I've noticed if I just flood my account with stories, like if I share 15 stories in one day, they'll get small amount of views. If I do one story, skip a day, and then start sharing stuff again, the views will come back. It's like the algorithm is like, you've been on here too much, get off.
yes, absolutely. That's so true. Hashtags are another big thing too. I noticed when I add the hashtags, it'll attract more views and hit more of my people. I try not to keep track of like how many followers I have or how many followers this person has.
I'm gonna pay attention to that.
As long as people are seeing it, I'm happy with it. That's what
Yeah,
counts.
honestly, the way I'm one of those people that if I've made one person happy or laugh or have a slightly better day with something I've posted or shared or something like that, I have absolutely had fun.
Awesome. Appreciate you so much, everyone. Thank you for tuning in, checking us out.
Absolutely.
We are out of time, unfortunately. We're going to be heading out, but check us out on Instagram. Make sure you're following all of the hashtags. Like, share, subscribe, all of that cool stuff. Peace. Adam, thank you very much. Appreciate everything that you do, bro.
Anytime, man.